Good evening, my name's Jason Debley. Tonight's whiskey review is a Speyside single malt Linkwood 15-year-old put out by the independent bottler Gordon and MacPhail. We'll have a little taste of her tonight. I've reviewed Linkwood before, and I think my last review was a Gordon and MacPhail release. So I've been doing quite a few independent bottling reviews lately, mainly because I really like what independent bottlers put out. That said, I have had some viewer email and people are asking me to review more mainstream spirits, namely Cognac, Hennessy, VS, which I'm going to try to get to very soon, and bigger brand single malts like from Glenfiddich and Glenlivet. I'll see what I can do. I tend to review what I find interesting. Little bit about this release. It's a 700 milliliter bottle, so the independent bottlers tend to be a little smaller format, not the 750 milliliter. Cork stopper, no chill filtration, no artificial color, which I think really contributes to complexity with a lot of single malts. When you want to get to the great stuff, you've got to lose the chill filtration and lose the artificial color. A little bit about the distillery. Linkwood was founded in 1821, currently owned by Diageo. The distillery was closed during World War II. It was also closed, I think, in the 80s till about 92. I might be a little wrong on that date. What else can I tell you? Linkwood has an annual output of about approximately 3.5 million liters. Most of the output goes to blended Scotch, namely Johnny Walker. For instance, Johnny Walker Green Label is a blended malt, and one of the key malts is Linkwood. Linkwood also appears in White Horse and also some other Johnny Walker blends. Okay. Enough of the introduction. Let's talk about this whiskey. It's a 15-year age statement, so we know we're going to get some decent quality here. What's happened is Gordon and MacPhail have bought up some stocks of Linkwood, and they do their own wood management and age it in ex-sherry casks in this case. The nose is rich. I'm getting honey, oak, fresh warm bread, grapefruit. It's a bit citrus. On the palate, grapefruit, tangerines, Florida oranges. There's a lemon rind note. Chunks of pineapple. Definitely this is aged in sherry casks. It's a very dry whiskey. On the finish, it's very dry. Grapefruit juice, orange pith. And there's a bitterness, kind of a lemon juice, lemon rind bitterness. I don't mind it. It's a little bit sour, but again, I don't mind it. The only disturbing thing about this whiskey, a little bit disappointed, is that there's a bit of a sulfur note on the finish, which can happen with sherry casks of questionable quality. I'm surprised that we have this sulfur note here. It's not. It's a little bit of sulfur, maybe I should say more of a meatiness, a savoriness, which is okay. This whiskey reminds me of Tobermory. And in general, it's good. I've tried it with water, and sometimes water can really improve a whiskey, like a couple of drops to up to a teaspoon to a double pour. Can really open up a whiskey. In this case, I tried some water with the Linkwood 15-year-old, and it kind of accentuated that sulfur note, which is not a good thing. Overall, I like it. It's good. It's a little bit expensive. Linkwood 15-year-old, a little bit different. If you want to try something very citrus, very grapefruit, pith, it's worth trying. I like it. I don't regret the purchase. Probably wouldn't buy it again. I really do like Linkwood, the distillery, but this particular release, not super crazy about. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Take care.